underwear for you.
Hey.
I was wondering if you're going to Miss Mana's party this weekend.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want to maybe bring something with me?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. I was thinking bring salsa and guac.
Okay, I bring one, you bring the other.
Oh my gosh, perfect idea. But who should produce what?
Comparative advantage.
What is that?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Mindy.
And I'm Stacy. Here's the breakdown. Comparative advantage is the ability to produce a good at a lower opportunity cost than another. Now, opportunity cost is whatever must be given up to obtain some item. Mindy, take it away.
So, time spent producing guacamole takes away from time that could be used to produce salsa in their situation. Becca and Grace both will have to give up units of one of the goods, either guacamole or salsa, to produce the units of the other. Opportunity cost measures the trade-off between their two goods that Becca and Grace face. Well, now that we know what comparative advantage is,
How do we know who has comparative in each?
so to figure out comparative advantage, we should see who can make what faster.
Okay.
I can make guacamole in...
Well, I can make it in.
And I can make salsa in...
And I can make salsa in.
First, let's start off by calculating Becca's opportunity cost for producing 1 cup of guacamole. Becca can produce 1 cup of guacamole in 30 minutes of work. When she spends those 30 minutes producing guacamole, she spends 30 fewer minutes producing salsa. Since Becca needs 10 minutes to produce 1 cup of salsa, by using 30 minutes to produce guacamole, she would yield 3 cups of salsa. Thus, the opportunity cost for producing guacamole is 3 cups of salsa. Now, let's calculate Becca's opportunity cost for salsa. In order for Becca to produce 1 cup of salsa, it takes her 10 minutes of work. When she spends those 10 minutes producing salsa, she spends 10 fewer minutes producing guacamole. Since Becca needs 30 minutes to produce 1 cup of guacamole, those 10 minutes of producing salsa, she could produce 1/3 cup of guacamole. Thus, her opportunity cost for salsa, she has to give up 1/3 cup of guacamole.
In order for Grace to produce 1 cup of guacamole, it takes her 60 minutes of work. When she spends those 60 minutes producing guacamole, she spends 60 fewer minutes producing salsa. Since Grace needs 30 minutes to produce 1 cup of salsa, 60 minutes of guacamole work would yield 2 cups of salsa. Thus, her opportunity cost for producing 1 cup of guacamole would be 2 cups of salsa. In order for Grace to produce 1 cup of salsa, it takes her 30 minutes of work. When she spends those 30 minutes producing salsa, she spends 30 fewer minutes producing guacamole. Since Grace needs 60 minutes to produce 1 cup of guacamole, 30 minutes of salsa work would yield 1/2 cups of guacamole. Therefore, her opportunity cost for producing 1 cup of salsa is 1/2 cup of guacamole.
In figuring out who should produce what, you look at guacamole and salsa. In order to produce guacamole, it takes Becca 3 cups of salsa and Grace 2 cups of salsa. Since Grace has the lower opportunity cost and only has to give up 2 cups of salsa, she should produce the guacamole. Now let's look at who should produce salsa. In order for Becca to produce 1 cup of salsa, she has to give up 1/3 cup guacamole. In order for Grace to produce 1 cup of salsa, she has to give up 1/2 cup of guacamole. Since Becca has to give up fewer cups of guacamole, she should produce salsa as she has the comparative advantage.
Now we are the champions in comparative advantage. See you at the party!